Imagine with just a laptop, a $50 script, and an internet connection, you can make $1,000 on repeat. And it works because it's faster, cheaper, and easier for businesses to say yes. Because here's the thing, guys, you don't need to run a web agency to earn big money. And this is the exact method that smart freelancers are using to turn $50 into $1,000 by picking a niche, grabbing a ready-made script and installing it on a server, and all of this in less than 10 minutes. And it's so simple, anyone can do it. And the best part, it's repeatable. And this is how you can end up stacking money real fast. So let's get started. Okay, so step number one is to find your niche. So we need to make sure there's enough businesses in that pool for you to serve, so it's viable, obviously, you know. And for this, simply visit some popular marketplaces and classifieds websites, or even Facebook groups if you want to, because this is where small business owners and family-run businesses tend to promote their services. So what you're looking for is basically small businesses that are usually operated by either one person or maybe a small family business. So like, for instance, you would have house cleaning, handyman, a painter, decorator, or something like this, you know. All these types of businesses are very good to target. Now, if you go on websites like this one, thumbtack.com, you can explore and look at a specific niche. So let's say maybe painting, okay? Let's look at this one together. Now, if you scroll down the page, all the businesses that are actually here on this page, they're all looking to get booked. So obviously, any of those businesses here, you could contact them. And chances are, if they are on Thumbtack, that means that they probably don't have a website or don't have a booking system yet in place. So let's have a look at our local one here, donedeal.ie. So if I was to look for maybe car detailing or something like this, because chances are this is a small size business as well, we can search the marketplace. And what do we have here? So you're looking for a small business like this one, for instance, okay, car valeting and detailing. So if I click on this, what do we have? If we look at the description here, he has the price list here on this listing. So this is probably his only way of getting booked and getting inquiries and booking people in and getting paid, obviously, you know. So the chances are he's relying entirely on this to get some business in. And this is the type of business you're looking for, obviously. So now we need to find the ideal script that you can resell for $1,000 or maybe $1,500. So let me show you the ideal website for that. And for this, we are going to use the ENVATO marketplace. And as always, I'll leave all the links in the description below. So as you can see, there's loads of tabs here on top. You can buy web themes and template, code, video, audio, graphics, photo, etc., etc. But what we're interested in mainly is this one in code, and then you go to PHP scripts. So this is not using WordPress, this is not using a content management system, the usual ones that you have on the market, which makes it very unique and easier to sell, obviously, as a result, because that way they won't have any way of comparing your pricing with anyone else. So if you go to PHP scripts, and straight up from here, as you can see, you can choose among 3,200 PHP scripts. So there's a large pool of scripts that you can choose from, obviously. So if you scroll down the page, as you can see, these are all the most popular ones. So you might maybe looking for different ideas that you might want to implement as well. So immediately here, as you can see this one, car service, vehicle maintenance. And if you want to see what it looks like, all you have to do is click on it. As you can see, this one was only 21 down to 14. So it's even cheaper than 35 initially stated, you know. So this one is, as you can see, easy management tools, flexible payment options, stay connected with customers, and perfect for everyone. So as you can see, this is one that you might want to use, you know. Otherwise, you can simply go on the top here and type your keyword. So in our case, you're going to look for a car wash booking system, obviously. So simply type car wash booking. But what I would do if I were you, I would type Laravel, because Laravel is a specific framework that has such a nice backend, and it's easier for you for the onboarding process and explaining to your clients. It's super easy to use. And then after this, run the search. As you can see, Laravel car booking system, $39 down to $19. And then you can have a look at it, you know, see what it looks like, scroll down the page. And as you can see, you have a front-end demo, admin demo, and all of that. So you can try this out, you know. So to save us a bit of time, I've done that already. So this is what the website looks like in the front end. So again, this one has both front end and back end, which is absolutely amazing for $19, you know. So in the front end, this is what the visitors will see. So you have the hero section, the different services, etc., etc. So as you can see, that looks very, very professional indeed. And you have all the plans, which they can book immediately. And then you can access the backend straight up from here. All you have to do is to log in and then simply enter your credentials. And there you go. As you can see, this is a dedicated backend that's only available with Laravel. So that means that all the sections here all make sense. So with the dashboard, your different users, your team, the washing plans, all the different vehicles, your appointments, home section, etc., etc. So the beauty of this system, unlike WordPress or any of those content management systems, it's very clear and very easy for your customers to understand what's happening. So that means you're not going to spend days with an onboarding process explaining what to do, what not to do, or touch this, don't touch this. Here they can access everything because it's a dedicated system just for them. Excellent. So now that you've chosen your script, we need to install that on a server. So since you're going to do this over and over again, we need a hosting plan that can handle multiple websites, maybe 25, 50 or 100 different accounts. And for this, we have the ideal solution for you. We are going to use Hostinger. And for this, all you have to do is click on the very first link in the description where it says Get Hosting Here. And by clicking on this link, this will bring you to this dedicated landing page that we have with Hostinger. So this will give you access to up to 75% off of their hosting plans. As you can see, it's starting at $2.99 and you get 3 months for free as well. And on top of this, guys, I also have a coupon code that's going to give you an extra 10% discount at checkout. So now we need to select our plan. So click on Claim Deal. And as you can see, you can choose among 3 different options here. We have Premium, we have Business, and Cloud Startup. So what's the difference? But apart from the price, as you can see, $2.99, $3.99, $7.99, well, it's the amount of websites that you can host. So for $2.99, you can host up to 25 websites. So that means if you buy a script for $50 and sell it for $1,000, repeat that 25 times, you can make up to $25,000 out of $2.99, which is absolutely amazing. Here would be 50,000 and here 100,000. So depending on what your goals are, feel free to select any of those plans. Also with Hostinger, there's a lot of goodies, free stuff. As you can see, you get free pre-built templates, you get free automatic website migration, and you get also unlimited free SSL certificate, which is absolutely unique. Normally, hosting companies will give you the first SSL certificate for free and charge for the others something like $9.99 up to maybe $49. In this case, it's completely free. So it's up to you. Since you get them for free, you might want to charge your customers for this as well. And you might get 25 times $9.99. It's an extra $250 you can make from this at zero extra cost from you. Also, you get free weekly backup, and on those ones is daily backup and daily backup. So that's the only difference with the next one up here, as you can see. And also you get a free domain name. So the first domain name is completely free, which you might want to use for yourself to advertise your own business. So this is basically what they have on offer at the moment. So as you can see, for $2.99, you can host up to 25 websites, and just an extra $1 here per month, you can host twice that amount. So that's up to you, really. Feel free to select any of those plans. Let's go ahead with this one as an example. And as you can see, you're saving $432, so 75% in total. So you're paying $2.99 per month instead of $11.99, and now you can log this price in for up to 48 months. So again, feel free to select your billing cycle here. And now good news, I have a coupon code for you guys. So Mr. Web, all in capital letters, and click apply. And there you go. As you can see, an extra 10% discount. So now it's down to $2.69 from $2.99. So you're saving 85% in total. So all you have to do now is to proceed to checkout. And once you've gone through the checkout process, you'll be redirected to this page. So this is a simplified onboarding process to install WordPress normally. So we're not interested in that today. We're going to install our own script so you can come out of this all together. So click on the logo here. So it's going to ask you for confirmation. Are you sure? Yes, leave. Very good. So you'll be redirected to your dashboard here. And the first thing you want to do is to claim your free domain. Again, this comes for free. So what I would do is to use it for yourself. Maybe, to advertise your services. Unless you already have a website, then you can use this maybe to register that for a client of yours, So either way is absolutely fine. So normally you would build a first website for yourself as a demo website, to showcase the product to your prospective clients. And for this, all you have to do is click on Claim Domain and then simply enter the domain name that you'd like to register, check availability, and go through the process. So very simple. Once you have the domain name registered, we can finally install our script, okay? So from here, you go to domains, you have domain portfolio. As you can see, I have 3 of them registered already. MrWebConstruction.com, MrWebAmazon.com, MrWeb Online Courses. So you would have obviously your domain name listed somewhere here. And what you do from here is simply click Manage. And because it's not a WordPress website, we have to install this manually ourselves, okay? So from here, you go to Create Your Website, so Manage Website. So before we can install this, we need to download it from the ENVATO marketplace. So let's assume you have purchased this already, like I did, you know. Now you go to your account, you go to your downloads, and it should normally be here on top. As you can see, this is the one. So click on this. And as you can see, you can download all the files and documentation or just the license key and purchase code. So this is the one that you need, all files and documentation. Okay, so click on this and then save that on your hard drive. So I'm going to save this here on the directory called script. Okay, so save. Now we can go back here and we can install it on the server. So first we need to upload those files physically on the server itself. So for this, you scroll down the page, you go to Files, File Manager, and access files of MrWebConstruction.com. So click on this. I will open up in a new tab. And then from here, go to your public HTML folder. This is where all your files should be uploaded. This is from where everyone can access your website. And you will find a file that's called default.php. Delete that one altogether. We don't need it, okay? Any files you find here, you can delete altogether. And now we can upload the file we just downloaded from the ENVATO marketplace. So this should be an archive file. So you can drag and drop it if you want to. So this is what I'm going to do. Drag and then drop it here, okay? And as you can see, it's uploading the file. So that's done already. And now we need to extract the file. So simply click on it, right click, and then extract. And we're going to extract this in our root folder. As you can see, file public.html. So here, simply type dot, just like this, okay? And then extract. And as you can see, you have a few different folders here. If you open this one, you have the database, you have documentation, HTML front-end template, and Laravel. And the content of this folder here should be moved to the root folder. So if you open this now and select all of these, okay, just like this, now we can move them, okay? So right click, we're going to move that, move files, and we're going to move them to the root folder. So we move them to public.html. So how do you know if you're reaching the public.html? It's very simple. Click on the 2 dots here to go to the one just below. As you can see now in Auto Plus, again, click on this. And as you can see, now we are in the public.html, okay? So move. And once it's moved everything, you'll be redirected to the public.html folder. And as you can see, all our files are here. And now we can run the app, okay? Because all our files are in the right folder. So the next step is to create a database. So as part of the folders we extracted, Auto Plus, if you click on this, there's one that's called database. If you click on this again, as you can see, we have the demo content Auto Plus db.sql. So what we need to do now is to actually import that in an existing database, okay? So we go back to the hosting a dashboard here, and this time we go to databases, management, and we're going to create a database. And for this, all we need is a database name and username and a password. So let's do that together. So I've done that now. As you can see, this is the database name with Mr. Web at the end and enter the password. So create. Very good. As you can see, database created successfully. So it's right here underneath. So now we can enter PHP MyAdmin. So click on this. Very good. So let me zoom in here maybe to 200%. As you can see by the side, this is your database, okay? And right here, you can import the content. So click on this button here, import. And now we need to select the file that we have here on our database. So what you can do is basically download this, okay? So download that on your hard drive anywhere, okay? So save it. And now you can redirect this to the exact same spot, okay? So choose file, and there is our file, Auto Plus DB SQL, then open. And simply scroll down the page and click import. Very good. As you can see, this has been done already. So we are ready with the database. You can close this now. And then from here, we go back to our public HTML, and you should find a file that's called .env like this. It should be grayed out a little bit like this one, okay? Double click on this to open it. And right there, you try to locate the spot where it says database name, database username, database password. So simply enter those credentials here. So in our case, you can go back here. As you can see, this is the database name. Okay, so Control C, enter it here. username is the same, and then your password, perhaps something like this. And then make sure that you change the app URL here to your actual domain name. So it's Mr. Web Construction. There you go. Okay, .com. And then save. And now if we go back to our file manager here, we go to our main domain overview and click on this, see what happens. So 4.3 forbidden, access to this resource on the server is denied. So that means we need to add a .ht access file to our root folder. So we go back here, and the exact same way you have all these gray dot files, dot something, you know, is going to be the same. So new file, so .ht access, just like this, okay, and then create. And now insert this code inside. Now it may vary from script to script. You should normally have this in the documentation anyways, you know. And then save this now. Very good. So we can close this and we go back here and refresh. And there you go. As you can see now, our website is loading. So that means that everything is working absolutely properly. So as you can see, that looks very professional. Everything is there already. And all we need to do is tweak a few things here and there. And depending on which script you bought and installed, you might want to log in after this, access the backend. And then as you can see, now you have access to your backend. And from here, you can customize literally everything based on your customer's requirements. So first you have to change the home section. As you can see here, you can change the slider, the services, the gallery, and all that. So this is the content you need to change. And then after this, you can add the vehicle, the plans, the team, add all the users and set different privileges, etc., etc. So this is basically how you can build a very viable business out of a $50 script or even less. And there you have it, guys. A very simple business model when you can turn $35 into $1,000. And the best part, like we said, on auto repeat. So I hope you enjoyed this. If so, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all of your friends. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.